Belltown is a sort of a sketchy neighborhood, wouldn't you say?
Oh, Niles, to you a sketchy neighborhood is when the cheese shop doesn't have valet parking.
Frasier isn't really about two psychiatrists. It's actually about the friction between their unlived theories and their father's lived experience.
Frasier, life is not hard. You make it hard.
Frasier and Niles are creatures of the mind. Martin is a creature of the gut. Throughout 11 seasons, Martin Crane delivered wisdom time and time again. Let's take a look at it. Item 1, the chair.
Oh, look, Dad, as dear as I'm sure that this piece is to you, I just don't think it goes with anything here.
I know! It's eclectic!
To understand Martin, we begin with the chair. It is Frasier's biggest enemy as early as the pilot episode and remains that way for many years. In the season 1 episode, Give Him the Chair, the tension surrounding it reaches boiling point. Frasier, pushed to the brink by the chair's lack of style and abundance of duct tape, finally snaps. He tries to rid himself of it and replaces it with a stylish, ergonomic recliner. He assumes he has done his father a favor.
Oh, Dad, no, not more duct tape!
Yeah!
Frasier operates under the delusion that good taste is an objective truth that Martin simply hasn't learned yet.
Where's my old chair?
But it's down to the storage space. Come on, try this one out.
Oh, look, I appreciate this, Frasier, but it really isn't me.
The conflict escalates because Frasier and Martin are arguing about two completely different things. Frasier is arguing about aesthetics and ergonomics. He cites the lumbar support, the grain of the leather, the way the chair complements the wassily chair across the room.
People seem to like this lazy guy.
Lazy guy, I wonder what they call the deluxe model, the hopeless slack ass.
The argument spirals into a shouting match where Frasier accuses Martin of holding on to the monstrosity out of pure spite and a subconscious desire to ruin Frasier's life. Frasier attempts to psychoanalyze the attachment. He fails to see that for Martin, comfort isn't just physical, it's emotional.
I suppose you're going to be throwing Eddie out by the dumpster next.
Dad, I don't know why you're carrying on this way. We are, after all, talking about a 25-year-old broken-down chair.
Martin explodes, but the explosion isn't of anger, but grief. It's not about the fabric. It's about the memories. The moon landing, the '80 Olympics. The nights his late wife Hester woke him up. The chair's the only place where she still exists.
I want the chair I was sitting in when I watched Neil Armstrong take his first step on the moon.
Martin teaches us that value isn't in design, it's in what an object carries. Love, history, and loss.
I want the chair I was in all those nights when your mother used to wake me up with a kiss after I'd fallen asleep in front of the television.
Item 2, the class war.
This aroma is triggering a sense memory. It's something familiar, yet... Oh, of course. It's Maris in her home tanning bed.
In the season 1 episode, Dinner at 8, the class divide between father and sons is put under the microscope. Martin treats his sons to the Timber Mill, a steakhouse that represents everything Frasier and Niles think is below them. It is loud, it is for the ordinary folk, and to their horror, it is where they cut off your tie if you wear one. Frasier and Niles sneer at the Fixins bar, mock the staff, and treat the entire experience as an ordeal.
How much extra would I have to pay to get one from the refrigerator?
The boys think they are being witty, whispering under their breath about the blackened lung masquerading as steak. They fail to see that Martin isn't oblivious to their behavior. He's patient, but patience has a limit. When they insult the meat trolley and make a scene about the quality of the food, Martin snaps. He sees a lack of fundamental respect for him and the world he comes from.
I'll apologize when she comes with the dessert, which should be any time now.
Martin stands up. He doesn't yell, but he does put them in their place. He connects their behavior not only to rudeness, but also to a betrayal of their mother. She was also a psychiatrist and a woman of culture. Yet Martin reminds them that she never made anyone feel small.
She may have had fancy taste, but she had too much class to ever make me or anybody else feel second-rate. She saw the way you two behaved tonight, she'd be ashamed.
True class isn't about what you eat or drink, but how you treat the person serving it. It is the ultimate rebuke of their performative elitism. Item 3, the chess match.
It's something my antique scout found for me. Voila!
In the season 3 episode Chess Pains, Frasier buys an antique chess set, expecting to dazzle his father with the Game of Kings. Frasier views chess as an intellectual exercise, a test of IQ. He expects to win because he has read the books and studied the masters. Martin views it as a game of checkers with better pieces. He doesn't know the names of the pieces, calling the knight the horsey guy. which lulls Frasier into a sense of security.
I think the turning point is when I got that tower thingy.
Yes, it's called a rook.
But the real knockout blow was when I backed your little horsey guy into the corner.
Frasier agonizes over every move. He treats every pawn advance as a doctoral thesis. Martin, meanwhile, plays fast and loose. He hums, he drinks a beer, he moves instantly, and he wins, again and again. Frasier cannot process this. His worldview, that academic smarts guarantees victory, collapses. He even wakes Martin up in the middle of the night for a rematch. Frasier needs to believe his process beats Martin's luck, so he tells himself Martin is only winning by accident.
Show's over, folks. Move along. Nothing more to see here.
You know, Dad.
No, I'm not playing anymore. I'm tired and I'm going to bed.
Okay.
In the final game, Frasier constructs an elaborate defense. He lectures Martin on the art of war, comparing himself to Napoleon. He hovers his hand over the board, trembling with calculation, visualizing moves 20 steps ahead. Martin glances at the board, reaches out, and delivers the killing blow.
Analyzing clues, devising strategies, always staying 1 or 2 steps ahead of the other guys. Now, does that sound like any game that you know?
This is the triumph of the gut. Martin proves street smarts can outmaneuver the most cluttered, over-educated mind. Item 4, and the whimper is. The episode opens with Frasier and Roz learning that Frasier's radio show has been nominated for a CB Broadcasting Award.
Congratulations, guys!
Yes! Yes! We got the nomination!
As hope builds, Frasier and Roz start plotting how to guarantee victory. And with Frasier's unscrupulous agent in the mix, it gets worse. They try flattery. They consider gifts. They even float a clever ad campaign. Anything to improve their odds. As the plans grow more elaborate and ethically dubious, Martin intervenes. Holding the catalog of gifts in his hand, he declares,
When you start sending out gifts to people who can do something for you, that's called bribery.
He tosses the catalog aside, literally into the fire, and exits. His words get through to Frasier and Roz. For all the ambition, gift wrapping, and cocktail party plotting, Martin reminds them what really matters: integrity. That night at the awards, Frasier and Roz nervously wait with their campaign tactics. When the winner is announced, it isn't them. The award goes to a different radio show. Afterwards, Martin approaches Frasier. He doesn't gloat or criticize harshly. Instead, he offers quiet support.
But I'm still sorry that you lost. It's never easy to lose.
Then Martin delivers one of his core lessons. Prizes, trophies, outside validation, none of that defines you. What matters is what you've done when no one was watching. Item 5. People stink. In Fool Me Once, Shame on You, Season 2, Episode 14. Frasier loses his briefcase to a con artist.
Oh, that's rather refreshing. But I was expecting you to call me every name from a naive dupe to a
Boneheaded rube?
He is devastated, not by the loss of property, but by the betrayal of the social contract. He wants to believe in the goodness of man. He believes that if he projects kindness, he will receive it. Martin, the career cop, finds this attitude naive and dangerous. This is an echo of an earlier episode. You can't tell a crook by his cover. Season 1, Episode 15.
No, these guys are professionals. They know what to do.
Martin reassures Frasier that he doesn't think he's boneheaded for losing his briefcase to a con artist.
The important thing is you learned a lesson. You gotta keep your guard up.
Martin's point is simple. Admit people can be shady, and you're less likely to lose your heart or your briefcase. Item 6. The reality check. In To Thine Old Self Be True. Season 7, Episode 20, Frasier volunteers to throw a bachelor party for Donnie. He wants it to be regular guy fun, but his instincts are all wrong.
Now, if we could just figure out why you always look ridiculous.
He overcurates every detail, trying to manufacture a rugged, blue-collar atmosphere without understanding the spirit. Martin, watching the chaos unfold, doesn't intervene directly. He knows Frasier's limitations and enjoys observing his cultured sensibilities clash spectacularly with reality.
I assure you, I am just one of the guys, capable of getting down and dirty with the best of them.
Frasier panics over trivial details. A freshly tailored blazer arrives, and he freaks out about the nap of the cashmere.
Oh, dear God! You never fold cashmere, you misdirect the nap. Get out!
The preparation for the party hits its peak chaos when Dinah, a stripper, aka Officer Nasty, auditioning for Donnie's party, arrives. Frasier's attempts at decorum collapse instantly, and he ends up handcuffed to her. Martin watches the disaster unfold with dry amusement.
Hey, Niles, guess what your brother's doing?
pressing his new blazer.
Yeah, against a stripper.
Frasier struggles to maintain his dignity as his high society sensibilities clash with the absurdity in front of him. Others arrive mid-chaos, and Daphne exclaims in disbelief.
Officer Nasty!
Item 7. Poppity, pop, pop, pop. In a coffeehouse scene in Secret Admirer, Frasier and Niles sit at the table, torn between excitement and suspicion over a mysterious present. They debate who sent it and why. Martin just leans in, picks up the shredded packing paper, and gives a half smile.
Look at this mess. It's too bad it's not bubble wrap.
Then more animatedly,
You don't know what funny is until you see Eddie go at a sheet of that stuff. Poppity pop pop pop! And then he gets...
as he imitates Eddie's startled dash,
Poppity pop pop! And he runs away.
then tentative return, then dash again. That poppity pop cuts through. Sometimes life's meaning doesn't lie in hidden intentions or romantic subtext. Sometimes it's a dog, a wrap of paper, and the simple sound of happiness.
Poppity pop pop pop!
Martin reminds the overthinking cranes that some of the best moments are the ones you don't analyze. Item 8. Bully for Martin Crane. In Bully for Martin, Season 9, Episode 11, Martin is working as a security guard enduring the microaggressions of his overbearing supervisor, Rich Keckner. Frasier, outraged at how his father is treated, tries to intervene, convinced that confronting the bully is the only way to deal with the problem.
Come on, Dad, after the way that man eviscerated you?
That's just Rich. He's one of those tough guys. It's no big deal.
Frasier's attempts backfire. Rich's son owns the company, so Frasier's complaint results in even more demeaning tasks and harsher schedules for Martin. Frasier sees conflict in absolutes, while Martin navigates it pragmatically.
I'm not going to talk back to my boss. You have to respect the chain of command. It's not always easy, but that's the way I've always done it.
Throughout the episode, Martin demonstrates a subtle, lived wisdom. He recognizes which battles are worth fighting and which are better endured with dignity. He refuses to let anger dictate his actions.
I used to take a lot of pride in working through tough spots like this, but I don't know if it's worth it this time.
We see his approach evolving.
Well, it's nobody's fault. I'm just getting too old for this sort of stuff. If he keeps up with it, I'm just going to call it quits.
By the end, Martin quietly asserts control over his own life. He may leave the job if necessary, but on his own terms. While Frasier's solutions are theatrical, Martin's are measured, pragmatic, and grounded in real-world experience. Item 9. The Gift Horse. It's Martin Crane's 65th birthday, and the usual sibling rivalry kicks in. The brothers compete for the title of best son once again, setting a spending cap to keep things under control. Frasier buys Martin a calfskin wallet and matching key case, while Niles initially claims he'll get just a Beer of the Month subscription.
Extreme.
No, childish.
Gaudy.
Crass.
Obscene. Stop it.
The one-upmanship begins when Niles admits he's $100 over the spending limit. Frasier balks, but eventually suggests they call it even. While the brothers lie to each other about how much they are spending, the rest of Martin's birthday preparations are underway, including decorations and photographs from his police days. Among them is a mounted patrol photo of Martin riding a horse, which prompts him to reminisce.
Yeah, oh, God, I love that horse. Old Agates and I were together for 8 years. Best partner I ever had.
This sets the wheels in motion. As the gift competition continues, Frasier purchases a truly massive home theater system, convinced that size and spectacle will secure victory, even though he himself hates it.
Oh my God, you didn't.
Of course I did!
Niles, however, has a much more personal surprise. He tracked down Martin's old horse, who was about to be put out to pasture, and arranged for him to be stabled where Martin could visit any time. With the blindfold in place, Martin is led to the stables for the big reveal. When the blindfold comes off, Martin's face lights up.
I bought him for you.
You're kidding me. I can't believe it.
Martin is delighted to be reacquainted with this old friend.
Hey, 1 + 1 equals... He remembers!
But the initial excitement fades and Martin grows contemplative. Alone with Agates brushing the horse's coat, he reflects on the passage of time.
We were something, weren't we, Agates, huh? People just step aside to let us pass.
The horse, older now, like Martin himself, becomes a mirror for his own life. He tells his sons,
When I tell Agates something, you know what he does? Nothing. He just listens to me.
This moment captures Martin's understated strength. While he admits he's a little sorry for himself, he still recognizes that Agates is the greatest present he's ever received. Niles quickly clarifies that the horse is from both him and Frasier. Item 10. The thank you. We end at the beginning. In the pilot, The Good Son, Martin moves in. He is angry, crippled, and resentful. He hates the loss of his independence and is ill at ease in Frasier's designer decor apartment. He feels like a burden, and Frasier feels like a prisoner.
You hear that, Eddie? We're a burden.
Oh, Dad, you're twisting my words. I meant burden in its most positive sense.
For 11 years, they dance around this resentment, but slowly the blue-collar wisdom seeps into the walls. Frasier learns to listen. Martin learns to accept the fancy decor. In the final episode of the original series, Goodnight Seattle, Martin is leaving. He is getting married. He is happy. And the apartment is empty again. Martin looks at Frasier.
Thank you, Frasier, for, well, you know.
It is the closing of the loop. The wisdom isn't a quip. It's the emotional intelligence to say the simple thing that will mean most to his oldest son. The ultimate wisdom of Martin Crane is gratitude. He teaches us that despite the bickering and the incompatible lifestyles, love is the only thing that actually matters. Martin Crane was a detective, a father, and a regular Joe. He taught us that you can't judge a crook by his cover, that people stink but are worth saving, and that sometimes the smartest thing you can do is shut your big bazoo and enjoy some bubble wrap.
I'm a regular Joe, and I like my Joe regular.
I know.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more.